just means, is your community ready to work on this particular issue? Is it ready? Do you need to get people excited about it? Do you need to make people aware of the actual problem? Do they really know where we stand? It's getting people involved, getting people excited. We certainly want to ground the work that we do in any evidence-based practice that we know has been proven to already work, but we also want to develop and craft how we implement that work so that it fits the area that we are in. So it emerges from the knowledge of the players around the table.
So that's, again, policy, environment, and systems change. Those are the things that make it stick. A policy just says, this is how we're going to do business. It's not just in this school, it's in every school in our district.
So I think a lot of people in this room are already familiar with the microclinic program, and we're going to hear a lot more about it later from some of our other speakers. But just to give a quick overview of what this program is all about, the philosophy is that we want to change health attitudes and behaviors through peer-to-peer influence so that eventually there's a culture of health in our community.
You know, it is important to talk about multi-sectorality in terms of lots of different sectors, but how do we also bring different people together in the health sector to really work better together? Because chronic diseases are things that require, they're complex, they require long-term or lifelong care, and so different types of providers need to be involved in that process.
But it is things that we can do in our communities, in our jobs, whether it be in health, whether it be in business, whether it be with civic organizations or faith organizations, mental health, whatever walk of life, there are ways that we could improve where we live and we work and we play. And I think more people need to see, what is going on with our grassroots movement. And with that, as if we work together, I believe that we can leverage our work not only for more attention, but also to leverage funding to take care of our problems.
When we first formed in 2010, I think in 2011 we received a Flexi grant through Brushy Fork to do strategic planning. And we worked with Lori Garkovich from UK, and the thing that our group identified, and this was partners from all sectors of the community, everyone was interested in that Riverside Trail. And Lori encouraged us to think big, and so we said, we as a group, we can't develop this trail, but we put that as our number one priority. And what happened then after that, we received another little pot of funding through Healthy Communities, through the state, to do the paving. And before that, we received another Flexi grant to do the, as she said, the plan for the trail. And then now, as we have done these little bits of things to the trail over one on top of the other, now you see this big funding coming from the state. So that's how this coalition, it's just a beautiful picture of how the coalition can work. We had a dream, we put it in a strategic plan, we kept working on it little by little, we looked for local sources of funding, or closer sources of funding, and then it snowballed. So that's the magic of how the coalition works.
Healthy Clay, we started in 2011. We actually got an Achieve grant, and we did a community health assessment. We worked obviously toward environmental change. We started with that walkability, improving crosswalks. The Department of Transportation worked with us, and they improved 6 crosswalks. So we were working toward environmental change.
Our next project has been Sandy Bottoms Hike and Bike Trail. Now this is a practice trail that Union College started about 10 years ago, and the cycling team has gone through and just kind of cut the brushes, but we've involved a whole coalition. And there again, our savior, Brushy Fork Institute from Berea College, has provided us with an $8,000 grant. And right now we're needing all the volunteers I can get, because I have 25 tons of gravel that need to be spread before July the 17th.
We also have 3 community fitness parks, and like Leslie had said before, that it was one of our participants. She went down to Knox County, took a picture, and come back and said, we need some of these in Bell County. So thankfully we do. We have 3. Veterans Park is one of them, out on Highway 119. You see the equipment, and then Also, the Pineville Mini Park, and Jake and I have been back there discussing that we're going to try to mark our trails better. We have a walking track actually around Pineville, but it's not marked very well. So we've been getting some awesome ideas from everybody in here of things that we can do to help improve our city.
Back when Levi Jackson State Park was developed, it had like 38 to 40 miles of trails. Now it was down to 6 or 8 miles. That was all that was left. So another grant opportunity came through my email, and I called Rick. I said, "What was that man's name? I can't find my paper." So I got a hold of him, and I said, "I think that this will work for you all." And when you look at these grants, I'm going to be real honest with you. You look at them and you think, I'm going to bring that money into the health department. You bring it into your community, okay?
Okay, again, my name is Rick Cochran. I work for the mayor of the city of London, Troy Rudder, and we have a joint venture with the county to create a wellness park for London and Laurel County. And as you can see here, we have I feel like Bob Barker here because I've got the girls behind me. But anyway, we've got the master plan here. We have a 47-acre park.
Corbin also has a bike sharing program. They're trying to revitalize downtown, so the tourism and some of the businesses have all gotten together, and at our rec center they can actually go and check out a bike, ride it free of charge, and then bring it back. We also do the second Sunday where they actually close off the streets. They do bike riding, all of those kinds of things in downtown Corbin, so they're trying to revitalize that.
We do the Beat the Heat 1 mile, and that actually is a race that's probably in this 3rd year.
Okay, this is, like they said, our dilapidated swinging bridge, and as part of Stay in Clay, which I'm a part of, we took great effort and a lot of work, and we restored this bridge because we're really proud of this bridge. So, I mean, we connect this bridge with our county history, and we're just really proud. And as part of the Stay in Clay, I'd like to just say that there's a lot of coalitions that have went in to making all of this happen for Clay County. There's the Healthy Clay Coalition, and I am part of the Stay in Clay Coalition, which, like I said, we were responsible for this bridge as well as the grant. And we also have the Oral Health Coalition.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
We're going to start with Rockcastle Healthy Community, and we're going to show just a YouTube video.
Healthy to Go is that healthy corner store conversion program. Spread the Health Appalachia is doing this, but I wanted to include this because our health coalition has been really helpful. We promote these stores. I'll tell you just, those are some clearer pictures of the promotional items, the marketing items. This basket display was provided for them to offer healthier options, and that's a store owner up there, and this store has been so successful. I think they've added 12, Marcia, correct me if I'm wrong, 12 new healthy items in their store. So that's kind of a gamble for them. But all their fruit, it sells out. I go in there all the time. It's located by my church, and they're out of stuff. They're like, these bananas and apples, we can't keep them. And they didn't really think it would happen that way, and it has. And they also talked about the farm to school programs. This is through Spread the Health Appalachia as well. But we have really used our health coalition to kind of promote this and to gather volunteers and to get support for these. This is at Manchester Elementary. The kids really, they named their garden the Tiger Patch. Their mascot's the Tigers. So they voted and did a ballot type thing. So just to get buy-in. So it's their garden. You know, they'll want to do things for it, and they'll want to actually eat what they grow.
And then we had a poster contest for 6th graders, and they developed posters relating to drink more water, drink less pop. This was the winning poster, Knockout Pop. Everyone is a champion with water, and she was awarded and given recognition in the newspaper. And then this was printed up and put as bag stuffers in the local grocery store. And just last week, we had our longest day of play, which is the big event that we have every year, where 414 participants, and we had a drink more water booth, and we used the knockout pop, and we had these water guns where they were knocking out the pop. And there it is. The kids knocked out the pop.
I'm just going to tell you a little bit about the Jackson County Regional Food Center. I'm Jeff Henderson. I'm the Ag Agent in Jackson County with the Extension Service. The food center was built by a group of volunteers that had a vision about 10 years ago, and they actually opened the food center about 4 years ago. August will be 4 years. Fully equipped, licensed shared use kitchen. Anyone can process or label products there and package, and you can mass produce. So there's a lot of commercial kitchens around the state where you can develop product, but there's not very many where you can do 2,000 or 3,000 units a day. And that's what makes this kitchen unique.
We also increasing access to fruits and vegetables. We've been currently working on that with our farmers market. We have a farmers market that has been going for about 4 years now, and we have 3 locations. And I'm actually a farmer at one of those at the farmers market. So that's what I do, kind of off the side. I'm a farmer.
The nice thing about that is when we did our WIC vouchers this year, the farmers market agreed to double them. So whatever our participants take, we opted to give our families $20 per family. They get $40 when they go to the farmers market because they're doubling those, which is awesome. And that's, increasing that access for them.
We also have a community garden. We actually have 4 acres now with Millersburg. It's in conjunction of the city of Millersburg, the community, everybody. I mean, it's amazing how it's transformed and it's continuing to grow.
So make some room in your chair.
Into a bag and pushed it down the stairs. I crashed my car into the bridge. I don't care. I love it. I don't care. You're on a different road. I'm in the Milky Way. You want me down on Earth, but I am up in space. You're so hard to please. We gotta kill this switch. You're from the 70s, but I'm a 90s chick. I love it.
I think it's very important to take health wherever you go, so it doesn't matter where. So our Wheelie County Healthy Community Coalition started in 2010, and we started out with our main mission is to get both of our cities smoke-free. And that was a big undertaking, believe me. I know exactly what Knox County was talking about there. So both now our cities, Williamsburg and Corbin, are smoke-free.
We really wanted to show the comprehensive effort that Healthy Clays has put forth, not just the environmental changes, but also policy changes, changing our food environment, all the different partners that have been involved. I mean, I can't sit here and think of any sector that is not included in Healthy Clay at this point. They may not all come to every meeting at the same time, but they do come. So the policy change, a great example of that is that the city of Manchester is now smoke-free. I know maybe like a lot of your counties, we think, oh, Clay County, we can't do that. This is Clay County. But they did it, and the mayor, the city of Manchester, was very involved in that.
We also did a science experiment for the 6th grade. So a 3-step process. There were 30 kids in this 6th grade science class. So 10 of them didn't wash their hands at all. 10 of them, we said, go wash your hands. So they went and did it the way they always do. And then the other 10 of them, we did the training on how to wash your hands, and each one of them had their hands swabbed. So we took those, cultured them, ran them through the hospital lab so they could come back a week or so later and see what germs grew. So they could see what's on their hands. We could give them an account. Most of it was typically what you would imagine, but there were some really nasty ones out there.
but it was the greatest thing. We ended up with taking like 50 people on those shopping trips, 5 and 6 and 7 at a time. Just letting them know where things were in our grocery store was really worth our time. And for them to read the labels and know what was in things was really good.
So we went through the process of completing a community health assessment and a community health improvement plan.
We had a campaign that involved the schools, and they created the campaign themselves, and it was named Walk the Rock.
Governor Beshear announced that the Transportation Alternative Program funding, we got $130,000.
We used our youth service center people in our middle school and high school to be on this team. We asked Dr. Fifield and myself, and also both principals.
The hospital, the health department, and the school system.
The health department, Operation Unite, Kentucky ASAP, the Kentucky State Police, the London Police Department, our local DEA, all of these different community partners.
By these ladies that won't stand up and talk too much.
Our goal, the mayor's goal, the judge's goal, is to get the families, the parents, and the kids out together.
And I've heard great success stories, you know, just like with Whitley County and all the surrounding counties. So just like Willeen said, you know, it's going to spread across the state of Kentucky. And that's kind of where the CDC grant has went, is spread the health Appalachia. So
where can you find resources, you know, for what we do? You know, they've already mentioned several materials, you know, things that we can use. Elaine and Shelley brought water bottles, our county health rankings. You have things in your packets available. You know, Angie's talked about, you know, collective impact and those materials that are available. She's also, she's a resource herself as she's working with communities. Micro Clinic, you know, they have, you know, helped leverage grants for this region. They are a resource. So we have resources. It also, those resources means that we have to work to get it, and we have to work when we actually receive it. You know, but I love seeing the benefits.